Hey VC, what's going on? It's me, Will, and I am back this time to do a quick contest entry for Miko out of the Vinyl Corner. That is his YouTube channel name. Great VC channel and great VC guy overall. I'll put a link here in the description so you can go ahead and check out Miko's channel. And I would say if you're into any kind of rock and roll music, you will probably like Miko's channel because he likes to show some really good hard rock and heavy metal records. And like I said, a very good guy, a great VC member, so make sure that you go ahead and check out the Vinyl Corner. But anyways, Miko is having his 40th birthday celebration contest. Happy birthday, Miko. And for his contest, he wants to have it's a very simple idea. He wants us to show some of your favorite records that were released in 1977, which appears to be the year that he was born. And I went through my collection, not really expecting to find that many records from 1977 because I don't really have that many records from the 70s. But I was very surprised to see that I had a bunch of them from that year, and I was very surprised to see how many good records were released in 1977. So I think that year was a very strong year in music overall. So yeah, I have here a small stack of records to show you. Let's go ahead and check it out. The first one really needs no introduction. Classic album from 1977, classic punk rock album, the Sex Pistols with Nevermind the Bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. This is a reissue that I got last year in Record Store Day, as you can see there in the hype sticker with a picture disc. Very cool edition of the reissue of the album. Not much to say about this record. It's just a classic. I think everybody knows this record. Nearly a perfect album. It has so many hits, so many really good songs. Holidays in the Sun, Anarchy in the UK, God Save the Queen, EMI, Pretty Vacant, Submission. It's just an incredible album. And not only just a very good album, but also an incredibly influential record. Just a few years ago, I read the book by Peter Hook, the bass player from Joy Division, and he would mention how the Sex Pistols would go on tour in England, and right after every show that they played, so many bands started right the day after the shows that they played in small towns in England, because people will look at them, they will see them play, and they will say, hey, I think I can play that guitar progression. It seems pretty easy. It's all about the attitude and the energy that you put on stage. So it was crazy to see how influential the Sex Pistols were over many bands, especially in the post-punk era of the 80s. Bands like Joy Division and The Cure and so many other bands that were influenced by the music from the Sex Pistols. Yeah, a great album from the punk band from England from 1977. The version that gets more plays from my side is the CD version. I've had this one for many years, so this is the one that I play the most when I want to listen to the Sex Pistols. Alright, that was my first pick. My second pick is I actually picked up two records from the same band. This band released two really good records in 1977. I could not pick one, I had to pick them both. First of all, the self-titled by Cheap Trick from 1977 on Epic Records. Very, very good rock album by the Cheap Trick. And there you go, the debut album by Cheap Trick with the classic lineup. And the second one that I also picked, also by Cheap Trick, that was also released in 1977. In my opinion, the best album by them, Cheap Trick with In Color. Fantastic album by them. This is the album that defined their style of power pop, and just a really, really good overall rock and roll album. Great songs from this record. Like I think the one that was a big hit here was well, Hello There. I think it's a tremendous song, and then you get Come On, Come On, and I Want You to Want Me, which was the hit back then in the 70s. Just an excellent album by Cheap Trick. Make sure that you check it out. And I think this might be a must-have record in any vinyl collection. All right, up next I also picked up another record from 1977. You might know that I'm a big fan of Linda Ronstadt, and she has a lot of really good records from the 70s, and this one is no exception. Simple Dreams from ASYLUM Records. Very, very good album by Linda. I think all of the records from her from the 70s were excellent, and this one has some really good hits like It's So Easy. I love that song, and Blue by You. She really shows what a great singer she was back then. Great album by Linda Ronstadt, also from 1977. And yeah, this one is also very easy to find. I usually find this ones on thrift stores for really cheap. I think I picked this one up for like $1. There you go. So yeah, there's Linda Ronstadt with Simple Dreams, also from 1977. And last but not least, I picked up my favorite record from 1977. It's actually one of my favorite records of all time, and you probably heard me talk about this album many times before. The Ramones, the one and only, or the godfathers of punk rock music, Johnny, Joey, Didi, and Tommy. In my opinion, this is the best album by the Ramones, and perhaps the best punk rock album of all time, also from 1977 on SIRE Records. And my favorite album by them because it's more of a complete album by them. From start to finish, it just flows really well. It's an album that is just pure energy, everything about the energy, everything that it's all fast-paced punk songs, and it's the album that really impressed me the most out of the first 5 Ramones records. This is the one that I like the most, I would say. Yeah, lots of hits. Cretin Hop, Rockaway Beach, I Don't Care, Sheena Is a Punk Rocker, Teenage Lobotomy, Ramona, Surfing Bird. This record is just full of really great songs. And my favorite Ramones song, of course, is Rockaway Beach. I cannot get bored of that song ever. I can listen to that song over and over. Great record by the Ramones from 1977, Rocket to Russia. All right, guys, those are actually my picks of my favorite albums of 1977. I've been enjoying your entries as well to Miko's contest. I've been watching some of them, and it looks like there were a lot of really good music, or there was a lot of really good music back in the 77. Congratulations, Miko! Happy birthday! Thank you, everyone for watching, and take care. Bye bye.